guys, Ashley from Ash Cash Budget here, bringing you an answer to one of your questions. Yolanda Prince had asked me to do a video about how I will allocate a possible tax refund. So first of all, last year I did get a pretty good tax refund, and I put that towards my baby step 1 of my baby emergency fund, and anything I had left I paid off the tiniest amounts on my debt snowball. So I was able to knock out like the first 1 or 2 on my debt snowball, as well as put my $1,000, well, for me personally, $1,500 baby emergency fund for step 1. So I was able to get the ball rolling because I had just started the Dave Ramsey plan when I got my tax refund in, and so I started the baby steps off with a bang. This year, I made more money at my main job, and I had about the same amount in taxes taken out. So what this means is, looking at it, I am definitely not going to get as big of a refund because I do have a 1099 from the church that I work, that I talked to you guys about. So that is all non-taxed income coming this way. And I have to pay self-employment tax on that, as well as regular income taxes. And then of course I have my small business, my AJ Burns Art, which is my little art business, my arts and crafts. And so I have not made much money off of it, but that is subject to taxes as well. I have to figure out, there's still some things I'm working out. We've kind of plugged in some numbers, and thankfully it looks like I'm at least getting back a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. I've only seen the federal amount. I'm going to try out different, tax preparation sites, because I was trying it out on TurboTax, and right now it's around like $70 back. I'm going to try out, maybe enter some stuff into the Credit Karma, because that is supposed to be free to file on there, and just to see what kind of numbers they give. I've talked to a CPA friend of ours about some of the things that I need to be writing off, and if it gets too confusing I can send it to her, but of course that'll cost some money, so I would need to budget for that. And then depending on how much I get back, I mean, she might be able to help me get a little bit more back than what I might do on my own, but basically the money I'd be paying her would kind of, maybe balance out with what I'm getting back, depending of course on what I get from my state return as well. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, I think H&R Block is running a deal with Capital One, and since I still have my Capital One card, I need to look into that. I don't know if it's completely free, but they said you can use some of their software, so I might look into that just to see my different options and what I can get back. So I'm taking my time on it. I don't know definitively what I'm going to get back, or if it is how much it's going to cost me to file this, whether I file with TurboTax or the CPA. What is that going to mean for me? So I'm not expecting a huge refund back. I definitely don't know the direction it's taking for the state income tax, and I might need to adjust some numbers. I'm trying to take the deductions that I can, such as writing off my studio space for my business and writing off mileage for the church, the trip there and back, round trip every time I work. Things like that to try to help out and not owe any money, because I don't want to end up owing. Of course, if I have to, I have to. But so far, it looks like I'm at least going to get a little bit back. So here is my plan. I've kind of figured it out now. I was thinking about doing like half and half for my debt snowball, which would be my Capital One card right now, and my moving fund, sinking fund, because I'm trying to fund that aggressively up to, I can't decide yet if I want to do $1,500 or $2,000. I think aggressively funding to $1,500 and then adding up until I get to $1,000, and then capping that off until I officially do move, because I really don't know when that'll be. But it's a slow process to save up that money, so I definitely want to have that money there, because we are on a month-to-month right now. There's no plan set forth for moving. But since it's a kind of a long process to come up with that kind of money, I'm doing that now because it's kind of important to me to have that money there. But I have decided, instead of just doing half and half, because it does not look like it's going to be very much, if there is some chance of getting up to 500, we'll see. Up to 500, I am planning on putting that towards the Capital One credit card. That is my number one on my debt snowball right now. That is what I'm trying to put all my extra money towards killing off. So when I get my refund, up to $500 will go to the credit card and getting that paid down. Anything above 500 to 1,000 will go to the moving fund, and anything above that, above 1,000, would go again to the credit card. Now, I really don't think that I'm going to even make over 500. So I'm thinking whatever I make is pretty much just going to go to the credit card, and that's what it's going to be. And I'll just keep trying to fund that moving fund aggressively with my own personal income. So we'll figure out how that goes. Because I do want to aggressively do it, but there are goals that I need to make for the year, which is paying off those 2 credit cards so I can start on my student loans next year in 2019. So that is kind of my plan. Like I said, this might stretch out. I might be pretty close. I mean, I know we have another 2 months before taxes are due. I think it's April 16th is when we have to get them done by. Hopefully I won't take that long, but I'm definitely going to take my time and figure out so that I can correctly, you know, put everything towards my income taxes, correctly fill out these forms, so that not only am I making sure to put the right amounts in there, but also getting the correct deductions that I can get, so that I'm not, you know, kind of screwing myself over either by not getting the correct deductions that I am allowed to take. So really, I think everything that I'm going to have is going to go towards my baby steps. And so for you, I'd like to know, you know, if you're willing to share, what are your plans for your tax return? And what baby steps are you in? Because I think for a lot of people that are doing this plan, their tax return is going to go towards whatever baby step that they're in. And for other people that are not running the Dave Ramsey plan, there's going to be some other things. Or maybe you're in baby step 2 and your priority is paying off debt, but maybe you're putting some of these towards your sinking funds, because I do believe sinking funds are really important to have. You know, maybe you really want to take a vacation and you're kind of splurging a little bit even though you're trying to get out of debt. Who knows? You know, we all have different plans for our tax returns, and hitting my credit card is definitely going to be the number one priority. So please let me know down below what you're going to do. And of course, I'll leave the links up above to subscribe and another video that YouTube will suggest for you guys. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.